In this video, you're going to learn how to stop your Mac from overheating quickly and effectively using MacKeeper's built-in tools. If your Mac runs hot, lags during simple tasks, or sounds like a jet engine, that's not just annoying. It's a sign your system is overwhelmed. We'll break down what's really causing the heat, and I'll walk you through a step-by-step guide on how MacKeeper helps cool things down. This isn't about guesswork or random fixes. It's about real, proven solutions to keep your Mac running cool and smooth. And by the way, if you find this video helpful and you would like to support me, the best way to do that is to sign up to MacKeeper using my link in the description of this video. It's my affiliate link, which means I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Thank you very much, and now let's get started. Why your Mac overheats and why it's getting worse. Your Mac isn't just warm, it's overwhelmed. And that heat you're feeling, it's your system waving a white flag. Every app you open, every background process running quietly adds more stress to your memory and processor. Over time, that pressure builds and your Mac begins to overheat. Most people assume that their Mac is just getting old, but the truth is, overheating has less to do with age and more to do with what's going on under the hood. Resource-heavy apps, junk files clogging up your system, even hidden malware. These are the silent culprits. They eat up memory, drain power, and force your fans to work over time. You'll know what's happening when your battery dies faster than usual, your Mac slows down for no reason, or the fan spins like it's trying to take off. Left unchecked, all that heat doesn't just slow you down, it wears down your Mac's internal components. But here's the good news. You can fix it. You can cool things down and reclaim performance without tearing your Mac apart or guessing what to delete. It starts with something simple, clearing out memory. Shutting down demanding apps is just a start. If your Mac's memory is still packed with leftover junk, the heat will keep coming back. So now let's dig deeper and clear out what's stuck in your RAM. Free up memory with MacKeeper's memory cleaner. When your Mac runs hot, your first instinct might be to close a few windows or restart. But the real fix isn't just turning things off. It's clearing out what's stuck inside. That's where MacKeeper's memory cleaner comes in. Behind the scenes, your Mac holds on to temporary files and background data long after you're done using them. Over time, these memory hogs pile up. They clog your RAM, overload your processor, and quietly drive up the heat. And the worst part, you will never see them unless you know where to look. MacKeeper makes this easy. Open the app, click on Memory Cleaner in the sidebar, and hit Open. In seconds, you'll see how much RAM is in use and what's slowing you down. Click Clean Memory, and MacKeeper will safely wipe out the junk data, background leftovers, and stuck processes that make your system overheat. This isn't just about freeing up space. It's about giving your Mac breathing room. Less pressure on your RAM means fewer overheating spikes, fewer crashes, and a whole lot more speed. Now that you've cleared out the memory, it's time to tackle the junk files silently piling up in the background, because leftover clutter can heat up your Mac just as fast. Clear junk files with MacKeeper's safe cleanup. Sometimes the reason your Mac keeps heating up isn't obvious. It's not always the heavy apps or too many tabs. It's the background junk piling up silently. Over time, your Mac collects system logs, leftover caches, email attachments, and even language files you'll never use. All of that builds pressure on your system, making it work harder than it should just to get through the basics. That's where Safe Cleanup comes in. MacKeeper's Safe Cleanup tool is designed to target this hidden clutter. You'll find it on the left sidebar as soon as you launch the app. When you run a scan, it sorts through the digital debris in 5 key areas: system logs, cache files, mail attachments, unused language packs, and even items still stuck in the trash. And the best part, it does this with precision. You can review everything before it's removed. Nothing important is ever deleted without your say-so. What makes Safe Cleanup stand out is how safe and simple it feels. You're not guessing which files to delete. There's no digging through system folders or risking important data. Just a clear layout, labeled categories, and a one-click cleanup that frees up space and reduces the strain on your Mac's processor. Less clutter means less work for your Mac. and that means less heat. But even after closing apps and clearing memory, your Mac might still feel unusually hot. And that's when you need to consider a deeper, invisible threat: malware. Block malware with MacKeeper's antivirus. It's easy to assume that your Mac is safe by default, but modern malware doesn't just steal data. It hijacks your system's resources. Background crypto miners, hidden scripts, or rogue processes can quietly run 24/7, chewing through your CPU and RAM without you ever noticing. The result? A Mac that runs hot, drains battery fast, and slows down even during the simplest tasks. MacKeeper's antivirus tool gives you a real-time shield against these threats. It scans your system for anything unusual: malicious software, trojans, adware, and hidden background processes, and helps you remove them before they do any damage. Better yet, it updates automatically, so even the newest threats don't stand a chance. When malware is eliminated, your Mac gets to breathe again. The CPU cools down, fan noises drops, and performance stabilizes without all that invisible stress running behind the scenes. So if you've tried everything else and your Mac is still overheating, this might be the culprit you never saw coming. With your system settings under control, there's still one more thing that could be fueling the heat. Could an old version of macOS or a buggy app really be the reason your Mac's running hot? Well, let's find out. Update macOS and all your apps. Updated software isn't just a security risk. It's also a major reason why Macs overheat. When macOS or an app isn't properly optimized, it can cause your Mac to use more resources than necessary. Background processes loops, bugs pile up, and suddenly your Mac's CPU is working overtime just to run basic tasks. That extra workload means more heat. The solution? Keep your software up to date. Apple regularly pushes out updates that optimize performance, fix overheating issues, and patch memory leaks that could be stressing your Mac. To check for updates, go to System Settings, General, Software Update, and install anything that's pending. You'd be surprised how many overheating complaints vanish after a simple update. And don't forget third-party apps. If you installed any apps outside the App Store, especially heavy ones like video editors or browsers, make sure they're running the latest version too. These updates often contain crucial performance tweaks that lighten the load on your system. Keeping everything current doesn't just make your Mac safer, it makes it cooler and smoother too. Now, let's talk about something physical: how dust and poor airflow could be silently cooking your Mac from the inside. Clean the physical dust and blockages. Here's something people often forget. Sometimes the problem isn't digital at all. Your Mac can overheat simply because it can't breathe. Dust, lint, crumbs, tiny things that don't seem like a threat can clog up your Mac's vents and fans over time, trapping heat inside with nowhere to go. And when airflow gets blocked, even the most optimized system will start to suffocate. Take a moment to think about where you usually use your Mac. All those soft surfaces can block ventilation and invite particles inside. That buildup doesn't just make your Mac louder, it forces your cooling system to work harder for less effect. Eventually, you start noticing slowdowns, glitches, and even sudden shutdowns. The fix? Give your Mac a deep clean. Use a soft brush or a can of compressed air to clear out visible dust from around the vents. If you're comfortable opening up your Mac and you have the tools for it, you can gently clean the fans and internal components. But if that feels risky, even just changing your Mac's surface to a hard, flat table can drastically improve airflow. This is one of those things that feels basic but delivers big results. Less dust, more circulation. Less strain, lower heat. It's like opening a window in a stuffy room. Now your vents are clear and your Mac can finally cool off properly. Cool, clean, and in control. So, there you have it. Real solutions, not just myths. You've just walked through the exact steps to stop your Mac from overheating using MacKeeper's built-in tools. From quieting background apps and clearing your RAM, to eliminating malware and resetting your system's inner controls, every move you've taken brings your Mac one step closer to running cooler, faster, and more efficiently. Remember, overheating isn't just about noise or fan speed. It's your Mac telling you that it's overwhelmed. Left unchecked, it can slow performance, wear down hardware, and even shorten your device's lifespan. But with tools like MacKeeper, you've got the power to stop that from happening with just a few clicks. So if you found this video helpful and you would like to give MacKeeper a try, you'll find my link in the description of this video. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.